Everybody, this is Debo with Debo's Movie Reviews here, and this week's review will be The Rock. Starring, of course, Nicolas Cage as Stanley Goodspeed, Sean Connery as John Mason, along with Ed Harris as General Francis X. Hummel, along with Michael Biehn, William Forsythe, Tony Todd, and Bokeem Woodbine. All I gotta say, definite masterpiece of the '90s, especially for Michael Bay, which we're just saying something because Michael Bay gets a lot of hate for his movies, but hey, I consider him in the caliber of John Woo and John Ford and Sergio Leone and Tarantino. Yeah. And I gotta give it to Ed Harris as General Francis X. Hummel. Definite one of those villains that you could relate to of how he was like the soldier who dedicated his life to his country and all, and felt like the government betrayed him and all, him and his men. Because in this movie, it was because black ops don't get the same benefits as regular military do, and such, which kind of was rightfully so in their case. And I gotta give it to Connery playing John Mason. Talk about. He was definitely on board, especially when we learned that Cage was going to be in it, and an opportunity to work with him. And out of what Connery once said, that it was his favorite, besides Entrapment, of his '90s repertoire of films. Hell, a lot of people want to claim that it was like an unofficial Bond movie for him, but nah. Continuity, as somebody who's pretty much gatekeeped, been a bit of a gatekeeper on my various reviews of the Bond franchise, canon and the official uncanon. Never Say Never Again. Yeah. I kind of find it similarities, but nah. Hell, but it is one of his best roles. But how Connery was such an iconic actor and all. And one of my faves, so there's that. And of course, one of the best concepts ever, especially in terms of Die Hard ripoffs, given that this is just The Rock is just Die Hard and at Alcatraz. Kind of surprised they didn't try to get The Rock for this movie, Dwayne Johnson to be in this movie, because it'd been funny if it was, been even funnier if it was. So Michael Bay, if you're watching this, it might be an idea for you for a reboot. And of course, gotta give it to Cage, who went from desk jockey G-man to field point leader at field, who was of course a chemist trying to defuse the dirty bomb that General Hummel and his men pretty much tried to use it in Alcatraz as a launch point for. And then of course, you got those exit scenes of like the beginning where he steals the missiles and then takes over to Alcatraz, and then Mason's first escape when he tries to get out of that hotel, jacks that Hummer, and and raids hell through the streets of San Francisco in a epic San Francisco chase to rival Bullitt. I mean, damn, especially because San Francisco always made great locations for car chase scenes, and this one's about in the top three between Bullitt and Vito a Kill. Hell, I'm surprised one of the Fast and Furious movies didn't take place in San Francisco. I mean, although for them there's still time. Time for that franchise to one up Bullitt, but back to The Rock. I mean, just excellent, along with Michael Biehn's portrayal of as a Navy SEAL, whereas Cage was a G-man, and of course John Mason was a candidate who was a burnt spy who got locked up, and then on multiple occasions even at Alcatraz, and became the only guy to actually escape. And I will give it to William Forsythe. I mean, he always played good cop roles. I mean, between this and Devil's Rejects, if you hadn't already watched my review on it, and Tony Todd as an underling villain, especially the one at the beginning, right at the end, one scene when Cage goes, "Oh, you'll like this one." He goes "You like Elton John?" And it goes, "'Cause you're the Rocket Man." Whew, that was a badassery. And I just read on IMDb stage how he learned how after basically gave him some pointers on what really happened and all, and that old line at the end of him going, "You really want to know what happens to JFK?" And I'm just like, yeah, I kind of wanted to see a sequel of that where he learns the truth, and the Alphabet Boys learn to get a hold of him and for knowing too much. But instead, but then again, Mark Wahlberg doing Shooter was probably close as you got on that one. But back to The Rock. I mean, just perfect casting all around, great action, great soundtrack, and I mean, a definite 5 out of 5 masterpiece. Which, of course, The Rock is definitely getting a 5 out of 5 for this one. I mean, a perfect casting all around, and I gotta give it. And another similarities to the Brian franchise and John Mason was, though you can't really say until the Craig timeline, of how Raul Silva from Sci-Fi was basically ripped off of Francis X. Hummel, just British in a way, in terms of the burnt spy and general or soldier who felt betrayed by the government of the country he dedicated their lives to protect, and rightfully so turned traitor. I mean, yeah, when it comes to villains more likable than the heroes, which is saying something for this movie, because when we got likes of Connery and Cage, oh hell yeah. There's even that one line where Michael Biehn's character even said, "Hey, I agree with you, but you know, I still gotta whoop your ass and all." And then, of course, the whole rivalry between Mason and that government guy who kept locking him up, but kept him locked up, but despite trying to give him deals and all, and backing out at the last minute. Because, yeah, like I say, since the character of John Mason was basically a one-man suicide squad. But overall, The Rock is a definite 5 out of 5 masterpiece. Alright, y'all, I hope you all like, subscribe, and enjoy, and I'll keep dishing them out. All right, y'all. Peace.